Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanksgiving is over. It's done. And we can now officially say that without any of our commenters getting upset. Not that they should have been upset before. And to celebrate this wonderful season, we wanted to take the joyous path of talking about IGN's top 100 best Nintendo games of all time, because this can't possibly go wrong. So
no, I'm sure they got every game right.
I'm sure we agree with every single thing they said.
Everything they said. And hey, maybe you'll get some ideas for the holidays, gift giving, all those kinds of things. Or, maybe you'll crash out with us. We'll find out. This is going to be an interesting episode. Slam had a great idea of listing out the picks by tens so that we can list them out and talk about those and not spend 50 hours talking about each individual game. So we're going to be doing that today. But before we get into it, Mags, how's it going?
I'm doing good. Yeah, doing good. Just continuing to play Demon School and Harvestella and just getting into those games a little bit more. I do feel like I kind of want to throw another game into the mix, though. I feel like it's kind of missing something. I know.
Two's never enough. It's never enough.
So I'm trying to decide what that game is going to be. I'm thinking maybe Tales of Xillia. We'll see. Maybe next week I'll have thoughts on it. Who knows?
Okay.
I just feel like I'm missing kind of like the anime JRPG experience right now. And so I know that would provide that type of vibe. And it's also not a super long Tales game from what I've heard. And so I thought maybe I throw it into the mix. We'll see. But yeah, doing good.
Word. Slam. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm playing some stuff. Some things I can't quite talk about yet. And then I'm also working on the Persona 3 Reload Platinum. I only got a few trophies left to get that I didn't get on my first playthrough, so I'm running through that. And having a great time. Let's go.
Nice. I have been playing things as well. And I'll leave it at that. But
sure, it's been
so
a good
mysterious,
time.
Brandon.
Yeah, I know. So mysterious. I did also, so I recorded a video today. I'm going to try to get it out in time, but I put on like an old Christmas jacket and an Eevee Santa hat, and I look so ridiculous. It's going to be something else. So
I'm kind of sad you didn't wear the Eevee hat here. Like, I've had to wear crazy hats here. Why don't you wear it?
Carry on.
Okay. Guess he's going to get the hat.
He's going to get his hat.
Yeah. Peer pressure. Let's go.
I like hats, though. So
I do too. I think I'll have to try to find one for the holidays. Like when we record some stuff in December, it'll be fun to have a hat.
I agree.
A festive hat.
So here's the problem. The problem is it doesn't really fit over the headphones.
Excuses.
But this is the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But look how massive this thing is.
It's
huge.
Just like find a different pair of headphones to wear. That's what I did.
Oh, not in the middle of the podcast
recording. Well, I'm just saying you should have planned this better, but
all right. Well, okay. Next time Mags is hosting, and we're gonna give her a Unicorn Overlord hat and a shirt, and give her some figures in the background. So that's your. It's gonna be your punishment.
We miss the empty wall, don't we, Brandon?
Yeah, I do miss the empty wall, but you know what? We still have the space station, so some things never change. Right?
And I'm the captain, so anyway.
Pew pew.
Are you? Are you the captain?
That's what Discord said, so we're going with it.
Oh, okay, all right. Shout outs to Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord community, go check it out. We have a great time over there. It gets insane and unhinged, so go check it out
every day. 0 days without nonsense there. So.
Yep. But that's kind of intentional.
We
have
love
a good time. Yeah. We've had a lot of new members too, so it's been really exciting.
Yeah, we're almost to 200. That's wild. I love it.
I know. That's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this because this is going to be pretty beefy, and I imagine we may have some, I don't know, minor opinions, things to talk about here. So, Slam, I'm going to hand it over to you, buddy. Why don't you take us through each of these sections here, and then we can chat about it and see what we think.
All right. We'll go down the list. I'm going to start at 100 to 90. All right.
Okay. All right.
At 100, we have Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. At number 99, we have GTA Chinatown Wars. At number 98, we have Star Fox. At number 97, we have Super Castlevania 4. At number 96, we have 999 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. At 95, we have Fire Emblem 3 Houses. At 94, we have Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. 93, we have WWF No Mercy. 92, we have Kirby Planet Robobot.
He's gone. He left already.
91, we have Diddy Kong Racing.
Brandon's out after that.
Number 90, we have The World Ends With You.
Brandon.
And I'll give my quick thoughts on 100 through 90 since Brandon is crashing out already.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
What?
Listen, the first Star Fox has no business being on a top 100 list anywhere. That game is bad. The Fire Emblem 3 Houses being at 95 is probably 80 places too low on this list. Completely ridiculous. And I'm wondering if the collaboration with Nintendo Life is the only reason it's on here at all. Professor Layton, solid. WWF No Mercy, I'm not going to say anything because I don't really play those games. Kirby Planet Robobot is just a mid 3DS Kirby platformer. What is it doing on a 100 all-time Nintendo list? No.
Above Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Above 3 Houses, for the matter of fact. And The World Ends With You. I've talked about this before. I'm not a huge fan of these games, but some people love them, so I guess I could see why it makes the list. But what are your guys' thoughts? Oh yeah, real quick. GTA Chinatown Wars. I find it super weird that they put that on this list because it's not really a Nintendo. Like, this was also on the PSP, and this was just like a multi-platform game. Like, and I don't associate this with Nintendo in any way, shape, or form. So those are my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Brandon, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, just let it out.
Okay. We're not starting well. We're not starting well with this one. So, okay, all right. I'm gonna try to keep my cool here. I clicked on Fire Emblem 3 Houses to see what their review was. Fire Emblem 3 Houses on IGN's rating, using their criteria, is a 9.5. Ask me if a single game above it is above a 9.5 or even at a 9.5.
It's not.
No, none of them. Most of them don't even touch 9. Make this make sense.
I think some of them are like a 7.
Yeah, there's some pretty mid scores in there for sure.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure I was right about that.
By their own standards, none of these are better than 3 Houses. So what the heck is going on here? This must have been a mistake. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say this is an editor's error because nothing about this makes sense at all. I'm just saying.
What about any of these other games? I'm the Fire Emblem 3 Houses is the obvious one, and our audience is going to disagree with that placement up and down. Do you think Star Fox has any business being anywhere near this list? The original. Not the original. You can get into other Star Fox games and make the argument, but not the original.
So. Yeah, not the OG.
Not the original.
64 perhaps?
64 perhaps, yes.
I could see that one for sure. Not the OG.
Professor Layton, the Professor Layton games I can get behind. Those are great. Are they better than Fire Emblem? No. And in fact, that's probably going to be the reoccurring theme in this entire list from this point forward.
Is it better than Fire Emblem? No.
Kirby Planet Robobot, though, above Fire Emblem? Come on now. What?
Yeah,
gosh.
There's names next to the entries, and I'm not going to sit here and call them out.
No, don't do that.
But
people can read it on their own.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'm I just don't know about the Kirby Planet Robobot. I think that the biggest glaring one that places here is Star Fox for me, because it's just the worst of this game. It's the worst in the series, and it's just Such a mechanical disaster. And then GTA Chinatown Wars is just not a Nintendo game. Like, you could have replaced this with something better, in my opinion.
I mean, to be fair for that one, it was unique that it was on a Nintendo handheld because I think it wasn't exclusive.
It was on
so
PSP.
Maybe,
I think it said I think it said in the blurb though that it came later to PSP. So it may have been a timed exclusive. Is the situation. Let me see. I think that's what it said though.
That's fair.
Yes, releasing exclusively until its later PSP arrival. So it was for a little while, at least.
Okay. I'll give him a pass since we're in the 190 range.
Yeah.
But any thoughts, Mags? What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I do want to give a shout out to Diddy Kong Racing.
Yep, me too.
I love that game.
Yeah,
and I think it deserves to be here, whether or not it's at the right number, whatever, but I'm just happy to see it because it's not Mario Kart. Like, and obviously we know Mario Kart's going to show up. So the fact that like something that was a similar experience, but a different game is on here, I like that. I love Diddy Kong Racing. And I think it had I think it had some cool things that set it apart. Right.
Yep.
So love to see that. I'm just trying to add a little positivity here.
I know. I thought it was so funny that me and Brandon were so upset. And then Mags is like, you know what I really like? So shout out to Mags.
I know.
Shout out to Mags.
I'm already struggling.
I'm trying to balance this out just a little bit. Okay. I've also heard really good things about 999, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Not played it personally, but I do love that there's like I'm sure you do. Of course you do, Brandon. Happy for you.
Happy for you.
I'm excited to see it because like visual novels like that, they don't typically get a lot of recognition. Heard great things about it. Know it was on the DS. Sadly missed it because I missed out on a lot of DS games, but happy to see it there. And I feel like they kind of had a missed opportunity in not putting it at 99, but that's neither here nor there.
Right?
So
that would have been amazing.
99, 9 hours, 9 persons.
At number 99. I mean, come on. It's just, it works.
Yeah, they should have done that just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, just for the giggles. But I agree with y'all. Like, seeing Fire Emblem Three Houses at 95 does not give me a lot of hope for the rest of this list, at least in terms of a JRPG perspective, because Three Houses is just so good. And so seeing it like so far up in this list, like I just know there's going to be a lot more games that it should have beat out in terms of ranking. So I guess we'll see how it goes, you know?
I'm just genuinely confused. Again, like if this was a YouTuber's list who doesn't have a specific criteria for how they rate games, like, okay. But the fact that this is a review site that has numbers attached to their games, and in this first 10, Fire Emblem Three Houses is by far the highest rated game in this list. I don't have confidence in the rest of this list because there is no the criteria doesn't even make sense anymore. Like, what are they even ranking it by? If not,
so I know that the way IGN does it, from listening to their podcasts, they all group up and then they like discuss these and argue over placement of games. Whereas these scores are one individual's thoughts on a game one time when they review it. So that individual who reviewed Fire Emblem Three Houses probably would sit here on this podcast with us and agree very much that it should not be at 9.
Okay.
I think that's a fair way to explain it. Yeah, because that's a review in a moment in time.
That was captured.
The name here is PJ O'Reilly from Nintendo Life. Shout out to PJ O'Reilly because he does great reviews. Just saying. So, okay. Well,
let's move on to the next 10. We got a lot of games here to get to.
Yeah.
It was a rough start. It's a rough start, but maybe it'll get better. We don't know. Maybe it'll
get better. Okay.
Maybe it'll get better. Just trying to stay positive. You know.
89. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker above Three Houses? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, go ahead, Slam. Okay.
88. Golden Sun: The Lost Age.
Okay. All right.
87. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. 86. Super Monkey Ball 2.
Oh.
85, Beautiful Joe. 84, F-Zero GX.
F-Zero solid.
Okay.
That one deserves it. Okay.
Ring Fit Adventure. 82, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Shout out. No, that one's good. We're going with that one.
81, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. And 80, Mother 3.
Okay,
So,
Mother 3.
I'll give my thoughts. I think the 80, the 80s here, a little bit better. I'll be real with you. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, I played a little bit of it. It's not my thing, but there are some good puzzles in there, and it's very well received. It's a it's a Nintendo feeling game. Mm-hmm. It's got that Nintendo charm to it. We got Golden Sun: The Lost Age. I'm happy to see Golden Sun anywhere. Look, hey, not Golden Sun all you want, but we gotta.
Golden Sun, I'm here for. Okay. I'm here for Golden Sun.
We can't.
Captain Toad.
We can't base an entire top 100 list off of one game. So we
can. Slap.
Brandon's trying. He's really trying to, man.
Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Not a fan of that one. Don't think it should be in the top 100.
Not the best Mario Golf by far.
It's definitely not. So I'm wondering, are there multiple Mario Golfs in the top 100? If so, what?
Yeah.
Super Monkey Ball 2. Cool entry. Always a fan of Super Monkey Ball.
That one's solid.
Beautiful Joe. Whatever. F-Zero GX. I love all the F-Zero games.
Yeah. F-Zero's
GX is great. GX is great.
Amazing. So great pick. And I'll shout out Logan Plant because I really like him at IGN. He's a great reviewer over there. So Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
You missed Ring Adventure.
Oh yeah,
Ring Fit Adventure Slam.
Fit Adventure, dude.
Fam.
What?
No.
Is that even a game?
Is
that one of those?
It says it's one of the best-selling Nintendo Switch games.
Does that mean it should be on a top 100 list?
No, I'm just saying people bought it. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is people bought it.
Yeah.
You got Castlevania. I'm not a huge Castlevania guy, but I know the games are good.
Yeah.
And Mother 3, and we're all about
okay,
Mother
but Castlevania 3 though, like, have you played the NES Castlevania games recently?
Not recently, no.
They are super hard to get into if you are not fans of the original. Like, I don't want to like take over, but I'm going to take over for a second. First of all, I will not compare the rest of the list to Fire Emblem Three Houses, even though that's really stupid. But like for these 10, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, I'm like, look, is it a fun Nintendo game? Yeah. Like, would you have fun playing with your kids? Sure. Should it be on a top 100 list? Absolutely not.
On a top 100 Nintendo list, I would argue that it's better than Ring Fit Adventure.
Mario game.
It's better than Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
But that's what I'm saying.
Argue like
better Captain than Toad Treasure Tracker, Toadstool Tour,
Treasure Tractor.
You drive around
Ring
on a tractor,
Fit Adventure. Like, look, I have played Ring Fit Adventure, and I think it's a cool concept for what it is. But again, I'm like, why are these? These are not like top tier best Nintendo games of all time games at all. Like this almost feels like, This almost feels like. Oh, we can't think of any more. Like, why don't you just grab a couple and throw them in there and see where they go? Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. And like Castlevania 3, look, I love Castlevania, but like, again, we're putting it at 81. We are now above like basically 20 other games, and this is Castlevania 3. Like,
yeah, that's a weird
one. It's not a bad Nintendo game by any means. I don't want to like crap on Castlevania. It's much better than some of the other picks, but it's not an 81 pick on a top 100. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I will say, I've peeked ahead, and I think you'll like the next round. But we'll get to Mags. What are your thoughts on the 80s?
Sure. I think it's kind of a mixed bag. I agree. I mean, I don't think like as far as like Mario Golf entries, like why that one when there are much better ones?
I really hope we don't see 3 Mario Golf games on top
Well,
one.
and like that's kind of the thing, like with what Brandon was saying about Castlevania, like we're seeing this entry here. There must be like future ones, and like how much of one series should be on a list like this?
Or I mean, I get it. If it was like a core Mario or a core Zelda, sure.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Mario Golf.
Right.
There's not that many good ones.
If it was tennis, I'd be like, okay, there's some really good Mario tennis games or something like that.
Yes.
I'm going to be really interested to see how many Mario sports games we see on here.
I hope there's at least one Mario tennis game on here because I personally love the Mario tennis games.
Is great.
Also, the 64 was amazing.
That one, and then also the Game Boy Advance Mario Tennis Power Tour was much
awesome.
fun. I played the heck out of that game. I loved it. So, like, if there is a tennis game, like, I'm gonna probably be more like hyped to see that versus golf. But also, like, this is the golf game. Like, do we have a better one further down the list? Like, should Mario Golf even have 2 spots in a top 100? I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. But I do want to shout out, what number is it? 82, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, totally deserved.
Those are great games.
Those games are amazing. I think they're starting to get more popular, but they definitely deserve like so much love. They're so hilarious, and like just the memes that come from them are wonderful. So I think that one is most definitely deserved, and I love to see it on here because they're just great all around.
Yeah. And I do love seeing Mother 3 on here.
Yeah. Yes.
That's Alana from Nintendo Life. Shout outs. I love seeing the Nintendo Life names because I've followed Nintendo Life for a long time.
Yeah, it's exciting to see them on here for sure.
Yeah.
So, ready for the
that's
70s?
kind of my thoughts. So, yep, let's go for it.
All right. 79. I'm wondering if I should do a special voice for this. 79.
Do it. Yeah,
Elite Beat Agents.
This is why I'm making Slam do it.
He's got that announcer voice.
Yeah.
All right. We got 79 Elite Beat Agents. 78. Donkey Kong Country 2. Diddy's Conquest.
It's like we're at the Game Awards.
77. Super Mario Sunshine. 76. Secret of Mana. 75. Ogre Battle 64. 74. Wave Race 64.
Wave Race.
73. Sin and Punishment Star Successor.
Oh my goodness.
72. And Brandon, we know you'll love this one. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader.
Hey, look, that's great. Rogue Squadron, let's go.
71, we've got Mag's favorite game of all time. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
Specifically the Definitive Edition.
Not the Definitive Edition.
And lastly, but definitely not leastly.
He just became Arnold Schwarzenegger. Lastly, but not leastly.
70 Live Alive. All right, guys. That was actually really tough to do for 10 games. So I
think you did
again.
amazing. And I hope you do it for the rest of them.
All right. So for the 70s, Super Mario Sunshine sucks. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest is a cool game. Elite Beat Agents. I like to see that here. Nice kind of like stealth call out. This was a really charming like DS game that kind of highlighted. I mean, they even really said it here. It kind of like encapsulates the handheld's willingness to experiment and just get weird. That's a perfect description of this game. And then Secret of Mana, great game. Love Secret of Mana. Yeah. Ogre Battle 64, great game. Shout out to the greatest story ever told. Unicorn Overlord, which was purely kind of based on classic Ogre Battle.
Why?
Wave Race 64.
Shout out.
Fun. And then I love seeing Xenoblade Chronicles X here, even though this is not the one that belongs on this list. There's great Xenoblade games. This is not the best Xenoblade game, and I know that some of the other ones that should be on here are going to get snubbed because this one's on here. I have no idea who or why this is on here over the others. Live Alive. Shout out to Live Alive. We got some great JRPG representation in the 70s here. I mean, a lot of the 70s here are JRPGs. I mean, this is great lineup for the 70s. What do you think, Brandon? Except for Super Mario Sunshine. Get it out of here.
Elite Beat Agents, good call out. Love the original Donkey Kong Country games. Like those games are still some of the best classic platformers of all time. So happy to see that. I loved Sunshine. I know Sunshine is not everybody's favorite, but that hit for me. So seeing it here, I'm okay with that. Secret of Mana, I love. Given some of the other games we've had so far, I think this is too high on the list. Like, I'm just going to be real. Like, if you were to go back and play some of the other games in the lower numbers versus Secret of Mana, like, you're probably going to have a better time nowadays playing some of those. But Secret of Mana being on the list at all is great, and I love the game, especially the music. Fantastic. Ogre Battle 64, I never played. I wanted to, but I know the pedigree of the series, and so I'm happy to see that here. Wave Race 64, fine. Sin and Punishment, Star Successor. I've played Sin and Punishment a couple of times. Not for me. It's like an on-rails kind of shooter, and it's interesting in concept, but I never got far enough in it to have a strong opinion about it. I think it looks cool in concept, so I'm okay with that being here. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, cool, fine with that. Xenoblade X, I do think deserves to be on the list, but if the other ones get snubbed, I'm going to be pretty upset about that, because I'd say of the Xenoblade games, it probably deserves to be on a top 100, like maybe the least compared to the others.
Yeah, I think so.
So that one I'm a little bit concerned about, given how we've gone so far. And Live Alive shout outs, like that should absolutely be on a list like this, and it's kind of crazy that it's even here, honestly.
I agree.
You know, my I don't know, maybe respect isn't the right word, but given how things have gone already, I wouldn't expect something like Live Alive to be on a list like this. So to see it here, I'm like, okay,
and it's pretty high. Yeah, pretty high on this list.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in the 70s.
Yeah. So not bad.
Yeah.
Mags, where you at? We know you wish Xenoblade Chronicles X was higher, but too bad.
Let me speak. Don't take the words out of my mouth. No, I mean, I honestly echo a lot of y'all's thoughts, and I haven't played all of these, to be honest. I do love to see Donkey Kong Country on there. It's a great series. Love that. Love to see the RPG or JRPG representation with Secret of Mana and Live Alive. I've not played Ogre Battle 64. Not sure how I would feel about it.
But you played Unicorn Overlord.
I did. That's why I'm not sure how I'd feel about it. So I don't know. But you know what? I feel like the list, at first, was kind of lacking in more RPG-esque experiences. So I'm glad to see it picking up. And yeah, I mean, especially with Xenoblade Chronicles X and the Definitive Edition, I don't know. It concerns me because this is not the Xenoblade game that should be on here. I think the numbered entries are all better than X.
And they should all be on there, just to be clear.
Right. I think they should. They're all wonderful RPGs, but this one, I'm just if I had to take one out, this is the one I would cut off the list. So to see it, it just makes me wonder, what, I don't know, just what their taste was in terms of Xenoblade games. Why is this one here? And if the other ones aren't on here, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. So.
Sounds like we just got a couple people that were really into Xenoblade Chronicles X for some reason.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who really enjoy it. And
I love it.
And
but it's
I
just
can
not
understand the
other
appeal.
ones.
But the trilogy, the numbered entries are just so much better, especially when they made the definitive edition for the first one that kind of fixed some of the issues with the OG. Those three are just so much higher. So I don't know. I'm a little worried about the future of this list. So we'll see.
Are we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Do I need to do the voice again, or are you
Yep, you do.
And I did it one time. Now I got to keep doing it. Okay. Yep. 69. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
For real.
Not a Mike Tyson game. Come on now.
68, Wario Land 4. 67, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. 66, Donkey Kong Arcade.
Just wait till he's done.
65, Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. 64, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. 63, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. 62, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. 61, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And 60, Pokemon Black and White 2. So I have tons of issues with the 60s here. Let's just start. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of Elusive Age in the back half of the 50 is crazy work. What are you doing? That is like the modern JRPG that's most synonymous with Nintendo consoles because of what it did on the Switch, and it basically brought so many people not only into the Dragon Quest series but into the genre, and it's widely known as one of the best JRPGs ever made. So having this at 65 seems insane to me. I expected Mike Tyson's Punch Out to be on here somewhere. It just should have been way further,
but back. So high.
Yeah, that's kind of wild to me too.
Ridiculous. Like, especially when you compare it to some of these games, and you're like, you got Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Dragon Quest XI, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Street Fighter 2.
It's not on the same level as those.
Why is Twilight Princess at 61? What?
Get him, Slam.
This is the top 100 Nintendo games list? Who is responsible for this?
Well, bro,
who is responsible for this?
Look.
I must know.
Like, you're telling me
that means Skyward Sword is going to be higher.
Oh, well, look, maybe it's not on here at all.
If it's even on the list,
it's going to be so?
Here.
I don't know.
I don't
think it is.
Sure. I think it's going to be on here. If it's not, then what are we doing?
Look.
So you want Skyward Sword to be on the list?
Yeah, but it should be further back.
I just don't think
Princess.
I think there's going to be other Zelda games ahead of this one.
Well, yeah, there's obviously going to be other Zelda games ahead of this one. This is the first Zelda game we're seeing, which means they're putting Twilight Princess as the worst Zelda in the top 100 list.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough.
I'm just looking at this and I'm like, you've completely invalidated this entire list by telling me that before we get to Dragon Quest XI, one of the best RPGs of all time, we have Donkey Kong Arcade.
I know, right? What is that? What is
You're
that?
You're telling me
What is it?
Placement worse than Dragon Quest XI.
No, man.
Is the Donkey Kong Arcade. Like, who did this?
It was a group of people.
It was.
Very clearly.
But like,
they share the blame.
Again, I'm not gonna. This isn't all about Fire Emblem, but
it is.
The precedent was set there.
Yeah.
And now we have Mike Tyson Punch Out. Not a bad game. Not this high on the list. I'm sorry. Wario Land 4. Like, I get love for Wario Land. Again, does not belong this high on the list.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Okay.
Not bad.
Donkey Kong Arcade. Like, what?
They lost me at Donkey Kong Arcade. Like, I was just, I don't, why is that game even on here? Like, there's so many other games that aren't going to be on this list that we're going to know aren't on this list by the end, and that one is.
The description they give Twilight Princess here makes it sound like it's the greatest game ever.
And it's at 61.
And it's at 61. Public opinion on Twilight Princess has radically ebbed and flowed over time, but nearly 20 years after its launch, there's a dedicated subset of Zelda fans, who consider it Link's greatest adventure, and it's easy to see why. Following formula shakeups such as Majora's Mask 3-Day Time Limit and Wind Waker's Open Ocean, Twilight Princess Quest doubles down on the classic lock and key dungeon gameplay franchise traditionalists adore. It's a worthy pseudo sequel to Ocarina of Time with grand atmospheric dungeons like Arbiter's Grounds and Snow Peak Ruins, a truly epic story with some of the most cinematic moments in Hyrule history and the best companion to ever join Link's side in Midna. Sure, Wolf Link's bug hunting segments can be annoying at times, and Hyrule Field is a little too empty, but don't tell me you can watch Twilight Princess Final Farewell and not feel something.
I mean, that's fair. All that's true.
It's also ranked at a 9.5.
Thank you. I mean, it's a 10, but like...
well, actually.
I'm just saying, using their numbers, it is also a 9.5.
This is like unbelievable. This is so far off, dude. This is a top 20 at worst. 61 is insane to me. But Mags, I'd be interested to know your thoughts. I know you're a big Nintendo fan. Where do you sit on Twilight Princess? Do you think it's properly sitting at 61?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I could see it top 20, top 30 maybe, just because personally, like, I know you both are larger Zelda fans than me. I love the series, but I've not played them all, and so like I enjoy those games, but like I would probably have way more RPGs like in my top 20 if I was thinking about that, just because I'm biased towards that genre. But 61 is not it. That's not it.
No, it's not.
But I do want to bring this up too, because we haven't talked about it yet. How do we feel? Because I've not played this one. We had our whole tier list about Pokemon. How do we feel about Black and White 2 being the first Pokemon game listed at 60?
I think it's okay. I mean, we all agree Black and White was better
than the sequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it's pretty high for for Pokemon Black and White. I mean, you're going to get into who knows how many Pokemon games are on the list?
That's what I'm wondering though. Like, if this is like the lowest one, like, how do we like feel?
Yeah,
you know?
I think for me, it's way too low.
Okay.
However, it at this point they have made so many offensive mistakes that this one feels like it's okay enough that I'm way more irritated about Donkey Kong being in its position than I am about Black and White 2 being in this position.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Donkey Kong Arcade is a travesty. Like, we'll just, that shouldn't even be on the list.
Wild. Yeah, that is wild.
But I'm just curious about that, because I do wonder what other Pokemon games are going to be on here and like how they're ordered, because that's going to cause, that's always going to cause some contention, right? So I was curious about that. But I mean, yeah, they kind of lost me with this group of 10. Like, I just don't get some of it. Like, I know they probably wanted to include some Monster Hunter game. I'm not a super huge fan of the mainline Monster Hunter games, but like, all right, whatever.
For Ultimate solid.
The thing about all of this so far though is like, I feel like there's a certain tier of game that if you see it on a list, you're kind of like, okay, even if I haven't played it or if I'm not into it personally, I can respect that it's there.
Yeah.
This feels like they literally had a bunch of games in a hat and they drew it and they put it in a placement. Like, there is no rhyme or reason to the way these are ordered, and putting something like Donkey Kong Arcade next to Dragon Quest 11S, like, not to keep like pointing at that specific example, but I'm just like, this literally doesn't make any sense. Like, the quality and the delivery and the value of these two games are so vastly different that you couldn't make up a situation that would be like worse than this. This doesn't make any sense. So at this point, I'm just like, I don't even know what to do with this list. Like, none of this is making much sense at all.
I can see that. Yeah.
We should get into the 50. We should get into the 50s, but Max, go ahead.
I just had one other quick thing. Like, I wasn't even like the biggest fan of Dragon Quest XI. Like, I want to try it again.
I know,
like,
you keep saying that you are wrong about Dragon Quest XI.
No, you didn't let me finish my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, even though I wasn't crazy about it, I think it deserves a better spot.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of course, that's what she was going, Slam. What did you think she was gonna say?
You guys had literally no faith in me. Like, you were gonna just shut me down so quickly. But it was really something nice about the game. So there you go.
Okay, Mags. You earned an extra second before I throw you some shade next time.
Okay, thank you. I'll treasure that extra second.
Just one.
Makes a difference, you know.
It does, dude. You can say so much in 1 second. Okay, and onto the 50s. All right, I gotta keep doing this voice.
You got this.
59, Perfect Dark. 58, Donkey Kong 94. 57, Splatoon 3. 56, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Oh my god, I'm so mad about that. 50. I should have said it in the voice. Oh my god, I'm so mad. 55, Bayonetta 2. 54, Animal Crossing New Leaf. 53, Metroid Dread. 52, WarioWare Mega Micro Games. 51, Advanced Wars. 50, Mario Kart Double Dash. All right, I got some things to say.
Go for it.
Bayonetta 2, man, that game rocks. Love that game. Love seeing it. Could probably even be higher, but I'm okay with where it's at. Throw Super Mario Party Jamboree in the trash and forget it and replace it with literally any other game on the planet. Donkey Kong 94, really, guys?
It's why is there so
same thing?
Why are there so many like mid Donkey
Kong?
Kong games on this list? Like, I feel like there must have been like someone is like a big Donkey Kong fan in this group because like,
but I'm like,
Plant.
you have Donkey Kong. You have
He's
Donkey
a plant.
Kong Country.
He's a Donkey Kong plant.
Yo, dude. But listen,
you have like Donkey Kong Country and stuff, and you're throwing in the arcade games. Like these are so basic.
There's so many Donkey Kong games on this back half. I'm gonna be interested to see what the front half look like.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark, good spot, good game. Splatoon 3, love this game with all my heart. I'm a Splatoon fan. I think we need to see more new Nintendo IP. And I love every Splatoon game. I am obsessed with Splatoon. I don't know what it is about this game. It's just so wholesome and so fun. So yes, good to see Splatoon 3 there. I'm passing by Super Mario Party Jamboree again, and it makes me mad. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I put so many hours into this on my 3DS. This is the perfect like little handheld game. And I love New Leaf. It's different from New Horizons. It's got like a whole different structure to it, and like the moment to moment gameplay is different because of that. Metroid Dread, one of the best. It's probably my favorite 2D Metroid, to be honest. I know Super Metroid is probably going to end up higher on this list, but I like seeing.
It's definitely not as good as WarioWare Inc. though. Just saying.
Yeah, it should be higher than WarioWare Inc. WarioWare Inc. probably shouldn't even be on the list, to be honest. And Advance Wars is a great game. Double Dash is the worst Mario Kart. So I'm done.
Oh, okay. That one hurts a little bit. I love Double Dash. I have a deep spot in my heart for a deep love for that game. For me personally, Double Dash was probably the most fun I had in a Mario Kart game before Mario Kart 8.
Oh, wow.
That is interesting.
Maybe I should go back and play it for you.
Oh,
I loved Double Dash. Oh, sweet slam.
I will. I'll go play it. I believe you.
Yeah, the rest of this though, I'm like, okay, Advance Wars, I'm happy to see somewhere on this list.
I don't like the placement.
How it's above some of the other RPGs we've already seen. Like, I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me. WarioWare doesn't make any sense to me. Metroid being here, Metroid Dread being here, nope, sorry, that doesn't make sense to me either. Animal Crossing, I don't know enough about. I haven't played them, but like, I'm glad to see it here.
I think it's placed right.
I don't have anything to say about that.
Yeah. I think New Leaf is placed in the correct spot. I think Bayonetta 2 is placed in the correct spot.
Okay.
Splatoon 3 could probably be higher for me. Perfect Dark in the correct spot. I'm good.
And then again, just Donkey Kong, man. Like, what the heck?
I'm good with
what is this?
I'm good with a lot of the 50s, to be honest, except for the ones that I don't want there. I don't even want them on the list. But
Yeah.
the placement, we're getting into a little bit more accurate placing of these games. Mags, give me your thoughts on the 50s.
I'm kind of with you on a lot of this. I just keep going back to Advance Wars, and I'm just like this was in like 51, and Three Houses is in. I know we're going back to Three
95.
Houses. Like, just from a like tactical game perspective, like what even is that? Like,
Yeah, it
they're
doesn't
not
make sense.
comparable, like at all.
Advanced Wars is like okay, it's pretty good.
It's fine, and like sure, like it could be on the list. I just don't think it's in the right spot, like at all.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point, and I'm sure this is like the psychology of people reading this list. Starting to get to the point where I am so bewildered by the placement that I'm starting to just be happy to see when certain games actually show up.
Yeah.
And that's not supposed to be how a list like this works.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and at a certain point, I think too, like, and I'm happy to see like Bayonetta and Splatoon on here. I think those are great, and those franchises should be represented. But I also just wonder, like, when you're making a list like this, are you like checking off, like, making sure that like certain franchises are just represented in some way, and it's not really about like the number, but just that they're on there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like just to like fill a box, check a box, you know what I mean? So like some of that I'm just like I'm glad it's on there, but like the placement is just so off
to get things like
right.
WarioWare Inc.
Like just to have a WarioWare game on there. Like I don't necessarily think you need to.
Yeah, but we have Donkey Kong 94 now and Donkey Kong Arcade. Like, if they wanted to just get Donkey Kong on there,
why are both of them on here?
Both of those could have been ripped off.
Right. Well, that's why it doesn't make sense. It's like some are just like, it feels like they're checking a box. Then others, it's like, let's throw another Donkey Kong game in here. And so I just
not
wonder
even
what
a particularly good one.
No.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. So,
okay, I shouldn't say that. The arcade games are good for what they are, but you cannot make an argument for this kind of placement when you have Donkey Kong Country and beyond. Like, the Donkey Kong series evolved into being some of the best platforming in all of gaming, and you're throwing the freaking arcade games in here? Like, that, it just makes zero sense. It doesn't make any sense.
You. Yeah, I'm with you. So it's hard because like I just wonder, like, I'm glad to see this game, but is it just on there because like they felt like they needed to have this game and so they just threw it in the spot? I don't know. But I am happy to see Splatoon 3 on there, happy to see Bayonetta, and I think like they are in the right spot. So
all right.
I didn't think this would impact me so emotionally so quickly. So let's keep going.
Brandon's gonna be drained. All right.
He's just not going to say any words by like the 20s. He's just going to be like,
you guys got to
whatever.
enjoy the voice for a little while, but I can't do it anymore. So we're going to go to...
It was great while it lasted. R.I.P.
Yeah, I did it for like 20
voice.
or 30 games. 49, Luigi's Mansion 3. 48, Wii Sports. 47, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. All versions, that's specifically stated.
Oh, okay.
F-Zero X at 46. 45, Super Mario Brothers. 44, Banjo-Kazooie. 43, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. 42, Super Mario Kart World, or not Super. 42 is Mario Kart World. 41, The Legend of Zelda. 40, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Okay, this list, like, I think we're getting into more games that we can sit here and say, okay, these are good games. Okay, because Luigi's Mansion 3, great game. I think it's actually properly placed. Like, I would not put it like super high on the list. I wouldn't put it super low. I love the game. Wii Sports, I mean, yeah, it's fun. I mean, it was the pack, but like, does it belong in the top 50? Probably not.
I think it does, actually.
Okay.
I do.
I look forward to hearing about that.
Just the cultural impact it had? Yeah, I think it does. Anyway.
47.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair argument. It did have a pretty strong cultural argument.
It swept up everybody who had a Wii.
It is.
Even if you didn't enjoy it, like, you did it.
And you could argue that Wii Sports is one of the reasons that Wii was so successful.
Yes.
So that's
it
fair.
definitely is.
Go ahead, Slim. Sorry.
No,
we'll get into it later.
That's what we're here for. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is one of my favorite games, and the remake specifically is one of the coolest looking games that I've ever played.
So clean.
Yeah, I love it so much. I could have even placed it higher, but like, I'm okay with its placement. F-Zero X, another F-Zero, all about it. I'm happy with F-Zero X being there. Super Mario Brothers, the original, I expected that to be in the top 50.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at its placement. It's a classic. It's great. I mean, you could argue it should be much higher, but I'm not going to do that. Banjo-Kazooie, let's go. Love Banjo-Kazooie. One of my favorite games that I played back in the day on the Nintendo 64.
They don't make games like this anymore.
They just don't. That is the best way to say it, Brandon, right there. They just don't make games like that anymore. Super Mario Brothers Wonder should not be in the top 50. Mario Kart World is fun. It's got that like battle royale thing that I got totally swept up in and obsessed with, and I could not stop playing that. And it is one of the most mechanically fine-tuned Mario Kart games out there, so I'm good with that. But yeah, I like the placement. We're getting into games that are a little bit better. The original Legend of Zelda here. We're starting to get into some real nitty gritty Nintendo games. Brandon, where you at?
I'm struggling with this. Because like I love some of the classics, and obviously retro Brandon, right? But I'm like, Mario Bros is an amazing game, but I think there's an easy argument to be made for other Mario games being like more worthy of a spot. And when I see like, and even Zelda, right? Like we have the original Legend of Zelda over
above
Twilight
Princess.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no,
I'm like, I don't think so. Like not even close.
It's like it's on there because it's like the first one, but is it like, does that really make it better just because it was at the very beginning of when they made it? Like, I don't think so personally.
No. Now Melee being at the top of this 10, I'm fine with that.
Absolutely.
Melee, I love Melee.
Melee
Fantastic.
needs to be there.
Still like,
yeah,
still one of the best Smash Bros experiences. Some people still play it. Like they just stick with Melee.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie, I love to sing on this list at all. Like I said what I said. They don't make games like that anymore. I don't know. I'm struggling with like, again, it's just a placement thing. Like Luigi's Mansion 3 over a bunch of the games that we've already seen. I don't think so. Wii Sports, definitely. I hear your argument, Mags, but like putting that above some of the games we've already seen, I don't think so. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, all versions. I'm like, why is this? If you're going to say all versions, why is this lower than the original Legend of Zelda? Because actually now we have two amazing Zelda games below the original, which if you go back and play now,
it's the worst one.
It doesn't light a candle to the other Zelda games because it's the original. Like we can respect the impact, the cultural impact that the original of each of these franchises have to bring us what we got later. But the newer games fix things, introduce new mechanics, added to it, right? So it doesn't make any sense to me that some of these, like, this is the first one, are above these other games that are so much better because of the foundation that these games laid. So none of these are offensive choices to me. I'm just really struggling with like, again, none of this is making any sense in terms of placement and actual like the actual number itself. Even Mario Kart World, I'm like, Mario Kart World mechanically is an incredible game. I don't know. I feel like it's still in kind of a weird position now because it's been a pretty forgettable game for a lot of people, the way it's designed. Like one could make an argument that what we had in like even Mario Kart 8 and before, where we had the actual tracks and you're going and you're doing, the same track over multiple laps so that you can like maximize certain things and you can find secret paths or whatever. In the Grand Prix in Mario Kart World, a massive percentage of it is just driving on roads that don't have that many interesting things going on, right? It's not the same Grand Prix that it used to be, right? So in terms of going back and having that replayability, if you're not doing the multiplayer, it's not the same kind of replayability. So while there's a lot of things about Mario Kart World that I think they are the highest quality we've seen, there are some choices that they made that make it feel distinct and different, and in some cases not as fun as the older Mario Kart games. So its placement just feels kind of weird, right? I don't know. We still have a bunch of picks to go, so maybe there's more Mario Kart
I would
up
think
there,
so,
but
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling.
Max, what about you?
I think it's hard sometimes too, because like until you know for sure the games that are left, it's hard to make a judgment call on whether or not like a game belongs on the list. Like I'm not mad to see like Luigi's Mansion 3 or Wii Sports. I mean, especially I think Wii Sports Impact is important to know. Like I think this is a game that a lot of people played that don't play any other game, like that don't typically play video games. And I think when you have something like that a lot of people like cross over into gaming to do, like that impact is pretty, like it's a big deal. So I can see why this one is where it's at. Even if it's not like, the best like Wii game, I just think that like the impact of it is huge. And so I'm cool with it being there. But a lot of these, like especially the original Super Mario Brothers and Legend of Zelda, I'm like, it's fine they're on here, but I just think they're on here because they're like the original and not because they're actually better. So I just have some issues with like the order of it all.
Yeah.
But to end on a positive note, I love seeing Melee here. I think it's the most fun that I ever had with Smash. And I'm sure that there's going to be more, but
Ultimate's going to be higher.
Yeah, it is. But I'm glad that this one also made the list, and I think 40 is a good spot. So yeah, I have mixed feelings, but
All right.
What are you gonna do?
Moving on to the 30s. All right. 39, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. 38, Super Mario RPG. 37, Metroid Zero Mission. 36, GoldenEye 007. 35, Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. What?
That's not
34, Star Fox 64.
There it is.
33, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is placed correctly. 32, Earthbound. 31, Mega Man 2. 30, Pikmin 4. The only Donkey Kong Country game that deserves to be in the top 50 is Tropical Freeze, in my opinion. It is one of the best platformers ever made, hands down. It's better than a lot of Mario games. It's so good. And again, we've got Logan Plant here on Donkey Kong. So
he's just spreading the Donkey Kong love, that's for sure.
But I'm with him on Tropical Freeze. I love that game so much. Star Fox 64 is the good Star Fox game, and I love Star Fox 64, so I'm okay with it being there. Super Mario 3D World being at 35 is nuts to me. Maybe because Bowser's Fury's in there, but that's only like a 3 or 4 hour edition.
It has no business probably even being on the list, in my opinion.
It's crazy, dude. Like, that's a wild pick there for me. GoldenEye 007, sure. Zero Mission, okay. Not a 30, not in the 30s. I don't think that's placed right. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, nice shout out there. That's a great game. Love that game. I'm with some of these. Some of these are just flabbergasted. And Earthbound is a little too low, I think, for a Nintendo list. Like, I just feel like, oh man, that's just like one of the greatest Nintendo games. So that's where I'm at. Pikmin 4 also too high. That game's okay at best. So
Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I think it's a great game. Still struggling with the placement over others that we've already seen, but fine. Mario RPG is awesome. A little weird that the remake is not the one that's represented here.
Yeah, it didn't say.
Yeah, it didn't say all versions.
Like Link's Awakening said all versions. So why? Like, I would much rather play the remake of this game than the original. The remake was amazing. So a little weird on that one. Zero Mission, I loved. Should it be above Dread or Fusion?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think it should be above Dread. I do not.
Yeah.
And that far above Dread is crazy work.
Yeah. GoldenEye, fine. Yeah, Super Mario, same thing here. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Star Fox 64, I think it's a little too high, to be honest. I like Star Fox 64. I think it's a great game. Should it be in the 30s above a bunch of these other games we've already seen? I don't know about that. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I'm happy with. What I am not happy with is we went from Donkey Kong Country 2 to Tropical Freeze, and the only thing in between are a couple of freaking arcade games and not the other Donkey Kong Country games that are incredible. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm a big Donkey Kong fan. I don't talk about it a lot, but this is breaking my brain. This hurts. Earthbound, yeah, Earthbound, fine. I'm a little bit surprised to see it as low, but frankly, I'm surprised to see it this much higher than Mother 3. I mean, I get that Mother 3 is not as accessible in North America, but like, both of those games are widely considered to be some of the like most iconic Nintendo RPGs of all time. So their placement is, again, a little bit strange. Mega Man 2, I never really got into the Mega Man series, so I can't speak to that as much. Pikmin 4, I agree. I think the Pikmin games in general are like, I like them. I think they're cute. I love that Nintendo made this new IP in the GameCube era. I like seeing Nintendo do that. But again, placement, like, does Pikmin 4 deserve to be above a bunch of these other games? No. Even in these 10, I'm like, I don't think so. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that one. And I'm gonna, apparently I thought I was gonna crash out in this episode about Three Houses, but I think I'm gonna crash out about Donkey Kong because it's really making me crazy.
It's really making me
it's kind
crazy.
of a recurring like thing too, because you're just like, why is this one on here and not that one? And like, why are they ordered like this?
What were they thinking?
Yeah. Is it wrong to think that, like, I just feel like there's been too many Donkey Kong games in this overall list? Like, it's wrong to think that?
No, I think it's wrong to have this many Donkey Kong games.
It's not wrong, but again, if you're going to have that many, at least pick good ones that deserve to be here.
Okay.
There's a few of them that shouldn't be there.
Okay. I feel like and like, I know it's a popular Nintendo franchise and I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm like, oh, here's another one. Like, I just wonder if they could have branched out to a few other different games. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, overall, like, I love to see Kirby. Super Mario RPG, I just feel like there's better RPGs that we've already seen.
Again,
so, like,
a Mario RPG above Dragon Quest 11? I don't think so.
Like, or Three Houses, you know what I mean?
Or Three Houses, yeah.
Like, it's fine. Like, I get why it's here, but I just don't think it's better than those RPGs, if just from that standpoint alone.
Agreed.
I don't really play the Metroid games, so I don't have a ton of opinions on that. I mean, I've heard like so much praise about Dread, though, that I'm surprised that's not the one that's
Dread is
top.
incredible.
Yeah,
really
like
good.
I feel like just from what I've heard about it, it should be the one that's like the highest out of all of them. But I don't know.
Mechanically, it is the best Metroid game, like 2D side-scrolling Metroid game out there. So it doesn't make any sense.
GoldenEye, I totally understand. It's a classic. So many people love it. It makes sense where it is. Totally fine. Super Mario 3D World, I don't even think it should be in the top 100. I don't really know why it's here.
Dang.
But
dropping bombs over there. No,
I don't know. I'm
kind of with you.
I'm like, it's 35. Like, what? I don't know. Star Fox 64, I think, is fine. I think like this is the one that should be on the list somewhere. Yeah. So, whatever. Should it be 34? Maybe not, but it should be on the list.
Sure.
And Donkey Kong Country, sure, that's fine. Maybe some of the others shouldn't be on here, but that one belongs. And then Earthbound and Mega Man 2 and Pikmin 4. I don't know. I mean, I think a Pikmin game should be on here. And I think Pikmin 4 was like super cute. I don't know if it should be at 30, but I'm glad it's on here. I'm glad it's getting some kind of representation. So, and the dog was super cute. Okay. Like,
totally.
Call me biased, but I thought it was adorable. So I don't know.
I agree.
All right.
But yeah,
we get to the 20s. And then, we're getting
Almost
close,
there.
guys. So 29, we got Super Mario 1000-Year Door. 28, we got Xenoblade Chronicles.
Okay.
There's no definitive edition there. 27.
What?
Why do they keep doing this? What?
Pokemon
after
Yellow.
Xenoblade.
Pokemon Yellow with Red and Blue. So this is just first gen at 27. 26, Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow.
Okay.
25, Super Mario 64. 24, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, baby.
Okay.
23, Super Mario Galaxy. 22, Donkey Kong Bonanza. 21, The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. And 20, Resident Evil 4. I swear, is this the top 100 Donkey Kong games?
Right. What is this? It's like there's one in every 10. Like, that's not, just from a perspective of wanting to be a well-rounded list, like, that's, it's not.
But we are getting better.
I mean, the Donkey Kong games are getting better, but
this list is starting to cook a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm less offended by these 10.
I'm not a huge fan of 1000-Year Door, but I know it's widely regarded as one of the better games. So it's fine where it is. Xenoblade Chronicles, love seeing that here. It is story-wise, I think, oh man, it's close there with 3, but it's one of the best JRPGs ever made. Pokemon first gen, we go watch our Pokemon ranking video. You'll find out how we all feel about Gen 1. That's a good Castlevania game, although I'm not really into Castlevania. That is a good one. Super Mario 64 is perfectly placed. I will give them credit for this because I thought this was going to be in the top 10, and it doesn't deserve to be in the top 10. So 25 is a good spot for Super Mario 64.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah,
Majora's Mask, good placement. Love to see it this high. I did not think it was going to be this high. I honestly was starting to wonder if it would even be on the list.
Yeah, me too.
We were getting down here, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to see Majora's Mask, and I would crash out about that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see it here. Super Mario Galaxy, freaking awesome game. Glad to have that here. Donkey Kong Bonanza, one of the best games of this year. It is the best Donkey Kong game I've ever played. A Link Between Worlds, heavily slept on Zelda game. This is the best 3DS
it's amazing
game. It's the best 3DS game. Best, like, I mean, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are obviously better, but those aren't like really 3DS games.
Yeah, you mean like new, like a new 3DS game. Yeah.
And Resident Evil 4, I love Resident Evil 4. So I'm good. I'm feeling really good about this 10 right here that we just read off. So I don't have a lot of complaints here.
Yeah, my biggest complaint, honestly, is putting Pokemon Yellow above Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm like, I'm sorry, I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
Go watch that video. We talk about it a lot. We have a lot of love for that series. But like Pokemon Yellow above Xenoblade, it's not even in the same like tier. That being said, I do think Pokemon Yellow and Red and Blue are still fantastic games. I'll make that argument all day long. I've played them recently, and I still had a great time with them. So I do think that they should be higher than a lot of people give them credit for. But like, again, Xenoblade, it's just in every conceivable way, it is a much better game. So, and the rest of this, I'm generally okay with. Again, like, I'm sort of getting desensitized to the placement, so just starting to see some of these here are good. These are all great games. Resident Evil 4, I can't speak to because I just never got into the Resident Evil series. But yeah, I just want to double down on what Slam said. A Link Between Worlds, not only is it a fantastic new Zelda game, but you basically get to re-experience and enjoy the Hyrule of A Link to the Past, which is one of my favorite iterations of Hyrule. It's just so classic and iconic. So getting that world with a new Zelda game with new mechanics and things like that was incredible. It's an amazing Zelda game. So would I put it above Majora's Mask personally? I don't know. I don't think so. But again, at this point, just seeing it here is good.
Yeah.
Just that it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mags?
I mean, I love seeing Xenoblade Chronicles. I would put it higher personally, and I also am confused.
And it should be
about,
definitive edition.
It should be, because the description highlights the Wii version, and I'm just like, ooh, it's not
the Wii version was not that good.
It's not the best way to play that game. Like,
don't say that, Slam. It was amazing, but it's much better as a definitive edition.
Like this placement on this list doesn't include the Switch. Like when it says what platforms it's on, it's just we're placing. This is at 28. This is the Wii version.
Yeah, it says at all of this, and it was somehow squeezed onto the humble Wii at the end. And I'm like, oh, like I don't know. And I feel like the definitive edition really brought in so many people to the series. Like either they started there or they started with the second one because it was on Switch first. And so I don't know. I mean, I like that it's on here, but I just don't like the way that it's on here. I think it should be higher. I think it should be the definitive edition. And, it also concerns me because we're almost to the end of the list and the best Xenoblade game is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate because I think, Xenoblade 3 is basically all of the best parts of Xenoblade refined into like the best version of what it could be. So
with one of the best endings of a trilogy of any JRPG series ever.
Yeah, I mean, just all of it is incredible. And so the fact that it isn't even on the list makes me very upset. I'm going to move on.
I'm with you.
I'm going to move on.
It tracks, Max. Give it your best.
I know you guys feel the same way, so it's
we are 100% on the same page here, especially when you include Future Redeemed. It's just such a complete package, and we won't get into it. Save that for the Xenoblade Xenoblade
3
spoiler cast. I can't talk.
That's okay. You've had to talk a lot. You were an announcer for a little while, so it's okay.
I'm sorry, Slam. I didn't mean to put this much burden on you, buddy. Are you going to be okay?
I've listed off 80 games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to take over?
No, I got this.
Maybe get another ginger chew.
Get to the finish line.
They might get you through it.
I do have another one here, but it might not. It might hinder my ability to be able to finish this.
Well,
all right.
We'll see. Anyway, I'll keep going.
Check it out. Prince of Peace ginger chews, guys. Check them out.
Yeah, shout outs.
Shout out to Ginger Chews. All right. Cool. So anyway, the whole Xenoblade thing, not super thrilled, but at least it's on here in some capacity, I guess. Love to see Pokemon. I am a little surprised that we've only had 2 Pokemon games so far.
Yeah, me too.
And we're all the way to 20, like we're through the 20s. And I'm sure there's going to be more, but
I don't know if there will be.
If Gen 2 doesn't show up, I riot.
Gen 2's got to show up.
Yeah, Gold and Silver.
Or I bet Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I think it's going to be those.
They have to be on here. Yeah. Well, they don't have to be. Could be, Pokemon Arcade.
It could be whatever that Donkey Kong Mario game they came out with on Switch that wasn't good.
Yeah, the
you know what I'm talking about.
I can see it. Yeah. I can see it with the toy Marios and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's the one.
Anyway, I'm surprised because I just felt like there would be more, and I feel like there's been so many Donkey Kong games mentioned and not more Pokemon. It's just surprising to me. I don't know, but I'm glad that that the first gen is on here though. Like. I'm thankful. They're wonderful games. They deserve it. I don't play Castlevania, not my thing, but like this one is I've heard so many good things. I'm sure
that one's like well known as being like one of the best Castlevania.
Even if you don't play it, know. And I know that it's good. So totally fine with that. Super Mario 64, love that game. Think it's in a good spot. Had so much fun playing that as a kid. It was good times. I mean, I don't know. Like I've not played all of these. But I can understand why they're here. Like, especially with Majora's Mask and Bonanza, like just so much praise, so iconic. I'm good with it. I would like to see more RPGs, but I just don't think I'm going to get
We're going to see some more.
We'll see.
We are pretty biased. This is a JRPG
podcast. So I understand this list is not all for me, and that's okay.
This next 10
not for anybody.
This next 10 is a good one.
Okay.
So at 19, We got Final Fantasy VI.
All right.
At 18, we got Fire Emblem Awakening.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Okay.
17, we got Animal Crossing New Horizons. Let's go.
Yep.
16, we've got The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
All right.
That's a good one.
15, we got Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Hey-o. Okay.
You called it. 14, Super Mario Galaxy 2. 13, Metroid Prime Plus Remastered. So weird that they're doing this way.
Yeah, not
and they're
all
so
of them.
inconsistent about it. Yeah.
Like some are like the remaster and some aren't.
Yeah, like they're like outright trashing on the remaster of Xenoblade. 12, Super Mario Brothers 3. 11, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And 10, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This 10 is very good.
It's fire.
I think the placement is good. I think the games that were chosen were good. I'm happy with Final Fantasy VI and Fire Emblem Awakening's placing. Fire Emblem Awakening is what got me back into the series after a hiatus of like not really getting into tactics games for a while. Animal Crossing New Horizons, I put probably 300 something hours in that game. I love it so much. And we plan to put more when it comes to the Switch 2.
Yeah, heck yeah, let's go.
Wind Waker is the first game I 100%ed. I like Majora's Mask better, but I'm not going to be mad that Wind Waker's placed higher. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, my personal like overall favorite Pokemon games. So I'm happy those are there. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is one of the best platformers ever made. I'm happy it's there. Metroid Prime Plus Remastered. Look, Metroid Prime is good. I do think it's placed too high. I also think it's weird that they would put the remastered on here, but not on like Xenoblade or some of the other games we've seen, where it's so blatantly clear that the remaster is better than the original, but you're like, whatever. I just think like the lack of knowledge from IGN on the Xenoblade series is at play there because they just really don't talk about it or cover it very much.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And then Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, the literally just like the biggest and most Nintendo game ever made.
Yeah.
It's such a cool game. Love Ultimate so much. So yeah, I'm happy with all these games, happy with the placement. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, highest selling game of all time or something like that, next to like GTA.
Crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, we're good here. We're happy.
Yeah, I generally agree. Going back to Mag's comments about Donkey Kong having way too much representation, especially with games that are not good, seeing Final Fantasy VI is this our first Final Fantasy?
Yeah, it's the first and likely only Final Fantasy we're going to see on the list.
That's a little strange. Now, to be fair, this is a Nintendo list, and even though all of the Final Fantasies are available on Nintendo now, if you're thinking classically, 6 was the last Nintendo-based Final Fantasy game until relatively recently. That being said, this list includes relatively recently, so there's really no justification for it outside of, I don't know, trying to be a purist, which none of this makes any sense of taking that approach.
I don't think they're doing that. Yeah.
But 6 is still like, just seeing 6 on the list, it's one of those like, okay, at least something's here. It's like a sigh of relief. Fire Emblem Awakening, again, absolutely beautiful, perfect, amazing Fire Emblem. I love Awakening. I'm glad to see it here. How this got to 18 when Three Houses is 95 is still the most baffling thing ever. And of course, I'm a Fire Emblem fan, so I could throw all kinds of other Fire Emblem games on this list all day long to replace those stupid arcade Donkey Kong games. But it's here, and I'm happy, and that's great. Animal Crossing New Horizons, haven't played it yet, but that may be changing soon, maybe.
Maybe.
Wind Waker, I'm being sarcastic. Wind Waker, I 100% agree with Slam. Love this game. Would probably not put it as high, but also just happy it's here, and I'm not going to complain about that one. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think they're the best Pokemon remakes we've ever had, period. I'm a sucker for Gen 2, so let's get that up there. Super Mario Galaxy 2, happy to see that there. Prime Remastered, also agree with Slam. I don't think that should be placed as high, but it should be on the list, and it should be relatively high on the list. Mario Bros. 3. This is an incredible game. Again, I'm struggling a little bit with placing. Like, putting Mario Bros. 3 above some of the other games we're seeing here, I'm not sure about that, but it's still like this falls into the category of one of the best platformers of all time, like even if it's old. So I'm fine with it. And then Ultimate and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like those are fine here for me as well. So not a lot of complaints, still some general complaints, but it's mostly about the list itself and not necessarily this 10.
Max.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with y'all on a lot of it. I've not played Final Fantasy VI yet. It's on the list, and I have it. But I do think like it's good to have some kind of Final Fantasy representation, and I've heard it's so good. So
it's nice not being the only one that says I have it and haven't played it yet. So thank you, Max.
You're welcome. I love to see Awakening on here. Personally, I would have put it higher, but I think that's just my like JRPG bias coming out. But I think it's still my favorite Fire Emblem. I love Three Houses so much, and I do think it should have been further like up on the list. But like Awakening, out of all of them, should have been the top.
Awakening's really good.
Like I'm not mad about that, but I'm also like, this is the last Fire Emblem we're going to see for sure. But I'm glad it's here, and love to see that. Not played Animal Crossing yet, but I think the cultural impact it had was huge. Kind of like the whole like Wii Sports thing. Like this game took over. Like people who didn't play video games played this game, and it was a huge success for Nintendo. And so I think it's perfectly like fine where it is because of just that, and just that it was a great fun game that helped people get through a really tough time. So I think that's awesome. I loved Wind Waker. I think it's in a great spot as well. Let's see. Love to see Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver where it's at. Honestly, I would have put it higher, and I'm still surprised that this is probably the only other Pokemon game we're going to see, which is just 3 games. Like in a top 100 Nintendo list? That's a little weird to me.
I mean, to be fair, if you're going to choose 3 gens, Gen 1, 2, and 5, that's a
correct decision.
I don't agree with that, but
I'd like to see 3, but I'd like to see 3. I do think that those are top, though.
And I feel like 3 is way better than like so many of the Donkey Kong games that we saw. And some of the other games that I hear you, sister. Like I'm like, yep. So it's fine. I'm so glad Gen 2 is on here. I just feel like there should have been a few more Pokemon games, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Didn't play Mario Galaxy 2. I don't play Metroid games either. But like Smash, of course, needs to be where it's at. And so does Mario Kart 8. Like they were such juggernauts for the Switch. It makes sense.
All right.
Such solid games. So yeah.
Well, we're coming up close to time. We got the final. Well, we're way over, but we're.
We knew classic, we would be with this one. Okay.
Classic Level Up Legacy podcast. But we'll try to get this top 10 in. I think we can all assume what games are left on this list. So I think we're in a good spot. 10 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 9 The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, 8 Super Metroid, 7 Chrono Trigger, 6 The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, 5 Tetris, 4 Super Mario Odyssey, 3 Super Mario World, 2 The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and 1 The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I'm okay with almost every single game in this top 10. I don't know that Tetris should be there, but fine. I get it. I know that classic. It is what Tetris is, and it's stood the test of time. Chrono Trigger, love seeing that in the top 10. Love seeing Chrono Trigger in the top 10. So great call out. A Link to the Past, it's great to see that in the top 10 as well. I just like Brandon said earlier, I think it's one of the best iterations of Hyrule out there. Super Mario World is my favorite 2D Mario game, so I'm glad where it's at. I would, you know what? after a lot of thought and consideration, I'm purely okay with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom being at the top. So
this is a really Zelda heavy top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, oh, it's hard because I love Zelda personally. I think this should be a more varied top 10, honestly.
I agree.
I love seeing Link to the Past up here. Super Metroid, look, I love Super Metroid. I have so much nostalgia for that game, but it should not be up here above like Zero Mission, Fusion, or Dread. Like Dread in particular is still, it's so good. But see, even just looking at the picture is making me feel nostalgic. So like, I'm not that mad about it. I do love this game. Chrono Trigger, fantastic to see that up here. Ocarina of Time, it's hard to argue with that. Breath of the Wild or Tears. These are just like some of the most iconic Zelda experiences ever. Tetris, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but the Tetris has stood the test of time. It is a great game. There's a lot to be said for Tetris, but when we're talking about a top 100 list that includes all of these massive experiences, some of these RPGs that we have either seen or not seen that should be here, like Tetris should be on the list, but like Donkey Kong Arcade should not. WarioWare probably doesn't belong on this list. Like Tetris could have easily been in the 90s or 80s, right? And I don't think anybody would have batted an eye. I don't think it necessarily deserves number 5 on a top 100 list. Like, I'm not sure about that. Sure. Mario Odyssey, totally get it. It's the best 3D Mario in terms of mechanics and things like that. I see that. Super Mario World, I'm surprised it's this high, honestly. Not because I don't love it. It's Super Mario World, like, changed my view of Mario when I was a kid. Like, I love Super Mario World. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. But seeing it at number 3 is a little bit surprising for me. And then, yeah, ending with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I don't disagree with that. But taking 2 spots at the end of the list when we haven't seen so many games feels a little strange.
But they kind of had to.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And I don't even necessarily disagree. It's just kind of like, man, there's so many great Nintendo games that should have been on this list that now we're at the end of the list and we're not going to see those anymore.
Right.
And, yeah. Like, honestly, this entire list for me was just a complete cluster.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're probably all in agreement that the top 10, at least all those games are great Nintendo games. So,
yeah, oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. I don't disagrry that they're on the list. Do I think they should all be in the top 10? No. I think having 4 Zelda games in the top 10, I'm just kind of like, I think they're all some of the best Zelda games. I'm not arguing that. I feel like the list is just like it just feels so imbalanced in so many ways. Like, I think those could have been woven into like the top 20 or top 25. But I understand why they're there. I mean, Ocarina of Time is my favorite Zelda game. And honestly, I would have had it higher than 6. Like, I think it would have been like 3 for me, just because it's such a classic. I mean, playing that game and the experience of just seeing like the time skip, like that was just crazy.
Walking out with the freaking
seen
zombies
anything like
there.
that in a game before. Like, so
terrify you and give you nightmares as a kid.
That game scared me, but it was so fun. Like, I loved it. I know. I get it, but like, I do kind of wish there was more of a variety. Like, Xenoblade 3 would have been in my top 10. I think it should have been there.
Me too.
I would have 100%. Loved to see like a Pokemon game or a Fire Emblem, like something, just a little bit to mix it up. I don't know, but all of those games are deserving. I'm not going to like argue and say that they're not. I just think that overall the list could have had some removed to make room for others that were more deserving overall. And then that could have led to like a more cohesive list that was in a better order.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that was a great top 100 list. Was it not?
Was it?
I'm going to do my best Brandon impression and I'm going to try to close us out.
Okay. You got this, Slam.
We're at an hour and a half. What an amazing top 10 list by IGN and Nintendo Life. We may have done it differently. We probably, definitely, almost surely would have put way less Donkey Kong games on there. 3 Houses would have been higher. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 would have been there. 2 would have been there. Xenoblade Chronicles X, what are you doing? Anyway, where can people find you, Mags?
Yes, you can find me at Avenger Mags on Twitter and Blue Sky, and you can find me writing for Nintendo Force Magazine. We are working on our February issue for next year, and it'll be pretty exciting, so keep an eye out.
Oh, yeah. Brandon, where you at?
You can find me crying in my bedroom because this list was absolutely horrendous. But other than that, you can find me at Retro Brandon on YouTube, and you can find me at Nova Brand on Twitter, X. I post a lot of things there, make the internet angry because I have an opinion about key cards and how the industry ought to be. And that's fine. We all have different opinions, and we can discuss them respectfully.
That's right.
Working on some content, trying to get it out quickly. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. And I'm Slam Zany on all the things. You can find me on my YouTube channel where I post a bunch of videos about stuff that has to do with JRPGs and some of the games on this list. I'm also on Twitter, Slam Zany. So yeah, that's it for me. Catch you all next week. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving because this will post after that, right? And then we'll get into the holidays, celebrate good with your family and friends, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right. See ya.
Bye.